All right. You all think that I come and just do things off the fly, don't you? Well, I am halfway through this series here, Malazan, and so I've gotten all the way through Midnight Tides. And so that makes me pretty much an expert. And really, I could do things off the cuff if I wanted to, because that's just how much I know about the series. But I have prepared some slides for you to help do some explaining. For those who maybe haven't been around for a little while, maybe they've only gotten halfway and they thought this is too complicated for me. I need someone to explain it to me. Or if you've gotten through the whole series and you think the same thing, or if you just are an idiot and you need someone to explain it, I am the guy for you. So, on the front cover, and there's going to be some spoilers, by the way, because there's going to be some things that even if you've read the series, you probably didn't catch these things. So on the front, we have Gruntle. That's why I picked this sketchbook. Also because it was only $2.50. So here are my slides. And this is what you have to know for this series at the midway part. Okay. Here are the main characters in the series in order of importance. Now, at the top, we have Trull, and he is the nice one. He's the one that everyone loves eventually. Now, not everyone loves him, but he's the one that us as the reader loves the most. And then we have Animander Rake. He is our emo guy. He just has to make an entrance his way, and he has to just be kind of annoying. But we still like him, even though I don't really connect with emo. I do connect with him. Now, Perrin is our sexy guy who is in charge, sort of, but also kind of in charge of things. Even though he's not directly doing the fighting and stuff, he's like, hey, you can do this, or you can't do this, and people are like, hey, can you bless me with this? And he's like, maybe, but maybe not. What do you got for me? Have you been nice to me? Have you been nice to people I like? So that's what he's there for. And then the next important person is Karsa, and he's the spaz. He's the one that probably in the end will cause the most havoc, even though Roulette is quite a guy who I probably should put Roulette on here as well. He's going to cause a bunch of havoc, but probably Karsa in the end is going to be the one that causes the most havoc for the old cripple god. Now, Felicen was an important character, but she's dead. So she is only kind of important now. And I sort of put her on here almost like a sympathy thing because I didn't love her. Actually, I did like her in Deadhouse Chains, but I just thought she should just chill out a little bit. I don't know. I still like her, though. And then we have Bug. And we like Bug. Now, it doesn't mean he's as important as Trull, because Trull's our most important guy in the series. But the fact that we like Bug makes him at the top of the list as well. Or, maybe I should do it like this. Bug is really at the top of my list right now of people that I really, really, really like. Slide number 2. These are your red herrings in the series. If you don't know what a red herring is, that's something that if it can take you down a wrong path. You think something else is happening, and you think, oh, that's going to be important in the series. Doesn't end up being important at all. Now, at first, we have Kruppa. He's the ultimate red herring. We think he's important. Not important one bit. Everyone thinks he's like the secret sauce that turns the cereal or whatever? No. Kruppa just has too much to say, and he wants everyone to think that he's helpful. Hiboric's hands. We think they've been cut off, but he actually has hands. He's just red herring. The bone connector, someone who I thought was going to be a main part in the series in House of Chains, but ended up doing diddly nothing. Shirk's Oodaloo. I mean, I went down a massive rabbit hole. Everything became about this Oodaloo. Didn't do anything. I mean, it did, but don't get too wrapped up in her Oodaloo. E&C Esselmont, I only put this name here because I don't even think he exists, and I've made that clear before. That's a red herring. I'm reading a book by E&C Esselmont. This one here, Knight of Knives, but that's just a red herring for the rest of the series. I think that's actually just Steven Erikson writing that. And that, maybe that's like his Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing. Maybe that's Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. That's his, I don't know which one is which. But those are two sides of the same person. So those are the red herrings. Okay, so here is a graph about how much I cared about the bridge burners in the series. You can see it's kind of low here with this little face. In Gardens of the Moon, Deadhouse, Memories of Ice, it starts to go up. That's when a bunch of them die. And I was like, oh, I actually do care about them a fair bit. And then when there was this idea that maybe they would come back, that's when it skyrocketed. And then they came back in this kind of awesome way, which also wasn't awesome because I don't understand it. And then I started Midnight Tides, and then I'm back to kind of that. But it is going up still. It is still going up. This is Roulette. Now, you can't tell very well, but he's got a whole bunch of coins stuck to him. And he has his Levi's on. So, because I wanted this to not get flagged on YouTube. It could have gotten flagged really quick. Now, he has all of these gold coins on him, and then he has these red dots. Don't mistake those for gold coins, too. Those are just nipples. Now, you might ask about this one here. Now, if you're paying attention, and most people aren't paying attention when they read that, the Edur have this mysterious third nipple. They call it the Edur nip. And that's why people hate them so much, because of this Edur nip. And that's what gives them some of their mysterious sorts of powers and things. We know about the shattered Shadow Warren. I'll talk about that later, but it's in these different places. There's also a little bit of Shadow Warren in the third nip. You might ask about this one here, a fourth nip. That, these are red and the coins are yellow. That was a mistake because I thought, well, I can't really see the coins, so maybe I should do them in orange. But it ended up being too close to the red, so that's not a fourth nip. That would be ridiculous. So that's just a mistake there. And that's Roulette. Also very important in the series. Here's a close-up of the third nip. You can see it has a little hair sticking out of it. So that's where that little bit of shattered Shadow Warren resides, in the third nip. And everyone has a third nip somewhere else. That's the thing that really is mysterious about it. It shows up in all these different places. You get some of that in the epilogues. You learn about the third nip. Okay, commonly mispronounced words. We have Udinus. Most people will call it Unitas or Unitas. Most people. Sheltantha lore. I don't even know if that's how to say that or write that. I didn't refer to the book. I just went for it. Teblor. I usually call it Treblor. Fanderay. I think I usually call it Faraday. I think it's Fanderay. T-hole, otherwise known as T-hor. Unadol Hebaz. Still don't know how to pronounce that one. That's probably at the start. Silchius Ruin. I'm sure that's not right. But every time I read that name, I just see it. And, when I read Harry Potter, I used to think Hermione. Through 3 books before the movies came out, I thought it was just Hermione. So, Silchius, I don't know. No idea. Silicus. Okay. Here is a chart of who hates who in the series. At the bottom, you see the crippled god hates everybody. Okay? Crippled god hates everybody. And everybody hates Bidethal. But Bidethal's dead, and some people we know hate Felicin. And Bidethal and Felicin hate each other. But they are both dead now. So everybody needs someone else to hate. And it goes all the way to most people hating Lysine. And Lysine hates Kellanved. And Kellanved hates Lysine. So it's just kind of this circle. But everybody needs also someone else to hate. So it also goes back down to crippled god. And it just kind of goes around and around. If you didn't know. Now, this is kind of like that chart, but this is who everyone loves. We have it Kovian. Loves everybody. Everybody. And everybody loves Kovian. Kind of. Not everyone, I guess. There's Kovian also loves Rathfenner, but Rathfenner doesn't, you see that little X, doesn't love himself. We have everybody loves Bug, kind of, which isn't totally true, but everyone that I care about loves Bug. So, and Bug likes T-hole. Now, everybody also loves Cotillion, and Cotillion loves the Wiccans, and the Wiccans love Cotillion. Probably needed another arrow there. So, everybody also loves Troll, but not some of the Edur. That's a little asterisk. But also, Troll doesn't seem to love himself either. But Ikovian has the power to kind of help everyone love themselves, sort of thing. Or get some healing. All right. So this chart is a chart of the people that have been raped. We have Troll. We have Felicin, the older and the younger, really. We have Udinus. We have the Treblor ladies. I'm sticking with the Treblor with an R. We have Mayan from Roulette. And we have Stani. Now, I'm sure there's more than that. We have all the people that Bidethal did that to. But there would be too many to put in, and I don't know their names. Okay. This is a chart of the Hounds of Shadow. Now, I'm looking at you right in the eye. Every time I bring up the Hounds of Shadow, or recently, I know I have a few times, I think they are probably some kind of divers or whatever. And I think it is some kind of old king or something, divers. And as soon as I say that, silence. So, that's when I think I am probably onto something. This is a pie chart of the stuff I am excited for. Now, bug stuff with a G down here, and more Troll and Onrak, you can see how Troll and Onrak and bug stuff takes up about half of what I'm excited for the rest of the series. We have Tool Time, Bridge Burners, Corlat and Whiskey Jack maybe 2.0, I'm hoping for. Talanai Mass hopefully following Troll. I hope. I mean, that goes in with more Troll. I'm just so excited for more Troll. The Crippled God playing by the limited rules of being in the house. I'm excited for more of that. Excited for more Gruntle. Excited for more Corbel Brooch and Beauchalane. Excited for more Tavor. Excited to see if there are light hounds. We have the Hounds of Darkness, the Hounds of Shadow. I want to know if there's light hounds. Icarium. Dang, I'm so excited for Icarium. Really, he should have a bigger piece, but every time Icarium hits the page, I just light up thinking I'm going to get more understanding about that guy. Karsa versus, and I left it blank because I feel like he's going to have a lot of big moments. I think he's going to have to, I don't know how you kill the Crippled God, but he's got to be in there. I figure he's got to fight Roulette if he keeps getting more powerful. I figure maybe he's got to fight Calor. Roulette deaths. I'm going to keep that death counter going as much as I can. Bridge Burners. All right. Next thing is a pie chart of things that I really don't need more of or kind of confuse me. The first thing is Kruppa, the red herring. I don't need more Kruppa. I know he's a part of things, and probably everyone loves him. I think he had a cool part when he stayed alive with the whole Kaladin Brood thing. But other than that, I am not a huge Kruppa fan. I mean, Quick Ben should be on here too, and a whole bunch of other people. Barracks and Baruchs. Don't need anyone else named anything that is like that. Pretty sure one of them's dead. I wish both of them were dead, to be honest. Silver Fox. Don't need more Silver Fox. She started high, and then I don't really care anymore. Menendor. I just get confused. So keep her out. I think she's a she. She raped Udinus. Dream stuff. I think it's cool when Udinus was doing this dream stuff. I don't get it, so keep it out. No more. Killamandaro or whatever the name is. I have no idea who that is. Keeps being named. I have no idea who that is or what they are a part of. I wish they would just die so I didn't have to worry about how much I don't understand who that is. Okay, this is my list of where they at. Where's Corlat at? Haven't had her for 2 books. I know she's finding Calor. And then now that I mentioned Calor, it says see next page. And I'll just do a spoiler alert. This is things I want updated with Calor, and then all the stuff from the other pie chart fit in that one. And then it's actually Calor. I want more Calor. Ralik Nom, when's he going to wake up? Torvald Nom? Where the heck is that boy? Bone Connector guy? I was so excited for him. Where the heck is he? Still connecting bones? Lazy. Leoman and Friends? He was super cool. I imagine we'll get more of him somewhere. He was the one that was actually kind of like this cold ice or cold iron dude. Other kind of against Tavor and all them. He was cool. And whatever the guy's name that stuck the helmet on the cusser and, I want more of those guys. Karsa's family, namely his dad, want more of that. And then Tool and Talk. We already went through that. Oh. Okay. Joke intermission. What do you call a cheap circumcision done by Karsa? A ripoff. It's not bad. How about, why did the little girl drop her ice cream on the sidewalk? Because a truck hit her. It's kind of dark. Okay, let's keep going. This is some of the coolest stuff that I've found so far in the series. This isn't in order, but this is some cool stuff. That's just cool. Segula. I want more of the Segula. Oh, yeah. Roulette's got to fight the Segula. Maybe even Karsa. Maybe Roulette has to fight Animander Rake as well. I don't know. Gruntle is awesome. Night of Death, super awesome. Bug beating up the crippled god was awesome. Fiddler is awesome. Tavor and the whole Cold Iron situation. Trull is awesome. Corlat's awesome. Callum in House of Chains was super awesome. Quick Ben versus at that little tea party thing versus Corbel Broach and Beauchelane. That was awesome. Iron Bars just kind of casually killing Roulette was amazingly awesome. All right. So these are things that I am super afraid of, or this is my level of fear on a chart. You know how to read a chart? So it has the 5 books: Gardens of the Moon, Deadhouse, Memories of Ice, House of Chains, and Midnight Tides. So this first one is my fear of being stuck under a rock forever. And you can see that is this blue line. As soon as we get to House of Chains, it kind of skyrockets up and then levels out. This next one here, the red one, is my fear of being eaten by cannibals. You can see how it kind of was a little higher than being stuck on a rock at the start, or under a rock. And then in Memories of Ice, it went up and then it just kind of pittered down a little bit. Now, this purple one way up here that started at a max and then kept going at a max and even kept going up, that is my fear of opening the Ark of the Covenant when I shouldn't. And that's going to keep going up. I saw that movie when I was like 4 or 3. My older siblings were watching that, and I saw some faces melting off. Number one fear. Hope I don't run into that thing. Okay. Interests. This orange line is my interest in having an undead companion as it goes on. We have Tool, and it keeps going with more Tool. Then we have On-Rack, and it looks like there's no end in sight. This next interest, this blue line that has a little blip right here, that is my interest in Henbara Tea. You can see that I didn't even know what it was. And then there's this chapter in House of Chains with these jade statues, which I'm still thinking, I have a video I would like to do about that. I just haven't. And then this last one that is all the way down and then skyrockets. See how it skyrockets? That is my interest in Udalus. Okay. So this is my level of Malazan Hype for the series. You can see how it's going up and up. Skyrockets off the chart in Memories of Ice. It has a little dip where it comes back onto the chart for a sec. In the second sub-book of House of Chains, where I was like, I don't know if I can hold on to this. And then it was just off the charts again. This is an interesting one. If you look closely, that on this one side is 500 Tistedra nips. You see that? Just so you can reference that. And on this side, it's also 500 Edur nips, but in a bowl. Just so you know what that would look like. Okay. Stuck on the Edur nips. Okay. Here are the Shattered Warrens, where I think they all are. Nascent is one. The Drift of Valley, I'm pretty sure. The Continent of Lether seems to be like a pocket of this Shadow Warren. Raraku. I mentioned the Edur nips. Probably like Taco Bell or something would be part of that. I just put Hold of Death with some hearts because I thought that was really kind of cool. A cool revelation sort of thing in Midnight Tides. Okay. These are the Bone Hunters. Now, I haven't read the Bone Hunters yet, but I'm pretty sure these are them. Shirk leads the Bone Hunters, and then we have Heaton. We have the Erisol, Menendor, not Tavor, but maybe Tavor. Probably Mother Dark, and then maybe Fiddler. I don't know yet, but maybe Fiddler. Now, these are the people who are definitely not the Bone Hunters. We have Absolar, sorry, Crocus. We have Tavor. We have, it used to be Felicin, but she's dead. It used to be Adjunct Lore, but she's dead. Maybe. Adjunct Lore was, I don't know. Silver Fox is not, because she's just too complicated and complex. And the Maiba is not. She's too old. And then again, I put Fiddler because I just don't know if he is a Bone Hunter or not. So he kind of goes on both charts. All right. So that's everything we know. This is the Discord. That there's a link in the description. Now, I have these three main areas in the Discord. The first one, the general chat, that is one where no matter where you are in the series, come over. There will be, I'm asking people to do spoiler tags so that anyone who wants to be there, no matter where they are in the series, can go over there, and it's just up to you not to touch the black boxes. But all are welcome there. Then there's the Dan read-along area, where it's just a free-for-all, up to where I am in the series. And it's just kind of up to you, I guess, or whatever. You can ask where I am, and then whatever you want to talk about up to that point, free-for-all. And then there's the Laughing and Lion area, where that is past where I am at, where you can do your Laughing and Lion free-for-all for you guys. I have one for the book I am currently on, so I have a Bone Hunters one, and then I won't look at that until the end. And then I have one for the Crippled God, or the whole series, which I won't look at until I am done the series. So I hope that helped. You won't find many comprehensive kind of guides like the one that I just presented. So come back and make sure to give it a like if this helped you. If I missed anything, which I doubt, you can give it into the description, or not in the description. You don't have access to that. But you could put it, maybe I'll give my password, and then other people can do that. My password, you can see my email, and my password is TREBLOR111. And then if you want, you can go and you can change my description to add whatever content you want. And or you could put it in the comments section, or you can come to the Discord. And I will talk to you soon. I don't know when I'm going to start Bone Hunters. I have a bunch that I'm trying to actually catch up on for real this weekend. And I have to finish this other book, and then I have to finish Knight of Knives. I really haven't kept going with that yet. And then we can start the Bone Hunters for real. Talk to you soon.